Good morning, everybody. It's September 23rd, 2016. I'm at my uncle's place in Augusta, West Virginia. I haven't been to see them in like 7 years. The last time they came to see me, we thought I was dying. It's amazing how time changes. Now, my father, my husband, many we have buried, but we are still family. And there are noises on a farm that you never forget. I love being here with them and seeing their place. But this morning I want to talk to you about God's treasure. You see, as God's treasure, when we make him our treasure, we'll be able to say like David said in Psalms chapter 4, verses 5 through 8, where he said, "Offer the sacrifices of righteousness and put your trust in the Lord. There be many that say, who will show us any good? Lord, lift thou up the light of thy countenance upon us. Thou hast put gladness in my heart more than in the time that their corn and their wine increased. Thou hast put gladness in my heart more than in the time that their corn and their wine increased." Sorry, I repeated that. Verse 8, "I will both lay me down in peace and sleep, for thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety." You see, we that have learned to make God our treasure, we found happiness. Even in the midst of the storm, more happiness than we ever had before. We've also found peace in the midst of the storm. We that have learned to make God our treasure understand that in him is where safety dwells. We also know that no matter what happens, God will take care of it. It may not be in our time or in the way that we would like it, but he will take care of it. As I travel more and more, I find that many Christians are afraid of almost everything. Yes, there is much turmoil and problems on every side, but when we truly make God our treasure, well, that's where we find safety. There's no safety like knowing that God will. It doesn't matter what happens to us or around us, God will keep us safe. Just as we are God's treasure, we must understand that he has to become our treasure. When he becomes our treasure is when we'll start our day with him. We'll end our day with him. If we wake up in the middle of the night, we'll just automatically think of him before we do anything else. Please, God, don't just let me be your treasure, but lead me to where you are my treasure. Don't just be God's treasure today, but make him your treasure. You see, as I walk around and I look at the beauty around me, and I see the old barns, and I know that there are animals somewhere. There's hay. They're preparing for winter for the animals. I have a question. Have you prepared for the winter of your soul? Have you prepared so that when the storms come, there's a relationship with you and Jesus like you've never had? You see, we've got to put him first. We've got to make him our treasure because we are certainly his treasure. So in the next day or two, I'm going to be focusing mainly on family because when I pull out Monday morning, or Monday sometime, I don't know when I'll get to be back. I mean, we'll leave here today and it's been 7 years since I've been here. But you know what? I wouldn't change the way I live my life because I've made God my treasure. He truly is the pearl of great price. And I'd like to think that I'm his pearl of great price. So today, think about it. Make him your treasure.